Alright everyone, it's time for my top 10 bad guys list. And let's get straight into it. Coming up at number 10 is Sasuke. And you're all probably looking at me going, I thought he was on the top 10 good guy list. The reason why I've put Sasuke at number 10 on both of the top 10s is he did start off as a good guy and I liked him as a good guy. And then when he went into a bad guy, he was still one of my favourite characters, but still not my all-time favourite because he was a bad guy throughout most of the series. So that's why he got number 10 on the bad guys list. Going straight up to number 9, we have Judo. Now Judo seems like a nice guy, but he cannot control his temper. It's like a Hulk thing, but in a bad guy mode. So you can't make him angry, and he follows Sasuke around because of Kimimaro, and I think he doesn't care if he's good or bad. So that's why I'm going to put him at number 9 for me as a bad guy. Coming up at number 8, which will surprise you all because she was only showed up for a brief moment in a filler arc, Guren. I liked her as a bad guy. I wished I got to see her more, but I think because at the end of the filler arc she did become a good guy and disappeared with the little boy she kind of fell in love with like a son. She was a very complex character, shall we say, but I think that was all thanks to Orochimaru. And she really skilled, and when I saw her capture Hinata, I was going, no, not Hinata, someone save her, but at the same time I'm like, wow, that is really clever, because Naruto gets wound up quite easy with if something bad happens to Hinata, and he doesn't even realise it because, well, he's dense. But so yeah, I believe Guren for me is definitely a number 8 on the list. At number 7 we've got Haku. I miss Haku. I really wish he did stay alive, survive the whole thing, but he and Zabuza, no, I'm not a big fan of Zabuza, that's why Haku's the only one on the list, but thanks to those two, they did get Naruto on the path of his motto, never give up, stick to his ninja way. So that's why he's definitely going to be on the list, and he was such a sweet character. And he had a chance to kill Naruto many times but didn't, but he still came off as a bad guy. And I love the fact that Naruto could respect him and Zabuza. And I remember at the end of the episode when they buried them, he said he actually liked them. They were really cool people. So that's why I'm putting Haku at number 7 on this list. Coming on at number 6, we've got Carlito. Yeah, he's a real annoyance, but I kind of not want to hate him as a bad guy. I love him as a bad guy. He is a really sneaky guy, and when I got to see his past, I really felt for him as well. Felt that he got messed with real bad. I mean, he lost his memory, and then when he finally found a home, that got taken away thanks to Danzo. Oh, I thank God for Sasuke for killing him. Anyway, and Carlito is a real sneaky guy, and I really like that about a villain. But I think when he wanted to become Orochimaru, literally become him, and become a sage and all that, kind of lost his character, which was a shame because I wish he hadn't have done that. And he really lost himself. But, you know, thanks to Itachi, he found himself in the end. Spoiler alert, he did become a good guy and went back to the orphanage. But I like Carlito, and that's why I've put him at number 6. Number 5 now, and we've got Nagato. Now, I know Nagato and Pain are the same villain, but at the same time, I feel they were two different villains. Because when Naruto confronts him, he confronts the real villain. But also they got to fight him in the 4th war. Even though he didn't want to be a villain, he was forced to. And I really felt for him. I wanted him to be a good guy, and I just couldn't hate him as a villain. I really just rooted him to be a good guy. He was a real sweetheart. And that's why I've put him at number 5. Number 4, we've got Conan. She is my favourite female villain, all in all. I mean, yes, there was Guren on the list, but she was just a filler villain. Conan is a canon villain, and I feel she was very good. She was kind of mysterious in a way, and I loved her jutsu with paper, and how she really respected and cared for Nagato and Yakiko, if I pronounced his name right. And she really cared about them, and she followed them anywhere. And then at the end, before she died, when she fought Obito as Toby, she really made her character. She got complete respect for me, and that's why I've put her at number 4. Alright, we're down to the final 3. The final 3, we're going to start with number 3, of course, and that is Pain himself. I know he was kind of a puppet from Nagato, but I liked Pain's character. His one-tone expressions, how you can hear his voice really evil-like as pain. Or he will be like, I'm a god, feel pain. And I know that was all through Nagato's words, but how Pain came off as the villain through Nagato was pretty good. And even though he killed Jiraiya, one of my all-time favourite characters, I still liked him as a villain. And how he battled with Naruto, that was such a brilliant episode when that battle went on. So I really like Pain, even all the Pains, but the main Pain is brilliant to me. Final two now, and at number 2 is Obito. I really liked Obito, and he was a good guy when he was younger. I thought his character was so sweet, so caring, absolutely adorable. And when he became a bad guy, yeah, it was a bummer, but I still liked him as a villain as well. When he was Toby, absolutely hilarious. Oh, it made me laugh every time. And then when the whole world discovered it was Obito behind that mask. And by the way, I called it. I knew it was him. On a side note to this with Obito, when me and my friends were watching the episode before and saw the preview, everyone was like, oh, who is it? Who is it? And I said Obito because I had the funny feeling. And everyone's like, no, it's Sasuke from the future and he's come back, blah, blah, and like that. And I went, nope, it's Obito and you're going to all owe me a drink. And you know what? I got a good drink out of it. I called it. Anyway, back to Obito. I really liked him as a character and I really enjoyed his different types of personalities, from when he was a sweetie as a good guy up to Toby and then pretending to be Madara. And then when Obito was revealed, when he became Sage of the Sixth Path for a brief moment, and spoiler alert, up to the point he passed thanks to a big battle. So I really enjoyed Obito as a character. He was a really good villain and turning out to be a good guy in the end. Alright, before we reveal my number 1 pick for my favourite bad guy, here is some honourable mentions. Alright, number 1, my favourite bad guy from the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden franchise is Itachi. Oh yes, he is my favourite. Even though he was a double agent, he was still classified as a bad guy. And he made the best bad guy. And I enjoyed his sneaky ways and how he egged Sasuke on, even though he thought it was the right way to go. Poor Itachi. Because after seeing Itachi stories, the filler arc, I kind of get to understand Itachi more. And he was such a little sweetie. I just wanted to hug him when he was little. And then, you know, when he was the adult version of Itachi, I kind of had a little crush on him as well. Oh yeah, I do believe there are a lot of fangirls out there for Itachi. And he was such a cool character. Even when he came back in the 4th Ninja War, when he got brought back to life, and he was able to break out of the control, that is how awesome he is. He kind of predicted the future. Even though that crow he put into Naruto, he thought was going to use for Sasuke, it ended up helping him escape from the control of the reanimation, which is pretty cool. I mean, Itachi really was a genius. I mean, I believe he was close to Shikamaru level. So I really like Itachi. He is my number 1 favourite bad guy from the Naruto franchise series. Well, that's it everyone. Those are my top 10 picks from Naruto, the good and the bad. I'm not going to mention the ugly, that's just taking it too far. And I really enjoyed this review and I hope you enjoyed it too, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do more in the future. My name is Stargirl Nice and I will catch you again soon. Ciao for now.